Hey there, listeners. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Stereo Talks. I'm your host, David Schenk, and today we're delving deep into the world of social media promotions with our expert guest, Maverick. Maverick, let's start with a bang. What's a tried and true hack for social media promotions? And can you share a famous situation or example where this hack worked wonders?
The million-dollar question. One powerful hack for social media promotions is leveraging user-generated content. Let your audience become your brand ambassadors by encouraging them to create and share content related to your products or services. One notable example of this is Starbucks White Cup Contest, where customers were invited to decorate their Starbucks cups and share them on social media using the hashtag #WhiteCupContest. This campaign generated thousands of user-generated posts, boosting engagement and brand awareness significantly.
Fascinating stuff, Maverick. Now let's talk about the 4 types of social media platforms. Could you break them down for our listeners?
Absolutely, David. The 4 main types of social media platforms are social networking sites, microblogging platforms, media sharing networks, and professional networking sites. Social networking sites like Facebook and LinkedIn focus on building connections and relationships, while microblogging platforms like Twitter allow users to share short updates or thoughts. Media sharing networks such as Instagram and Snapchat revolve around sharing photos and videos, while professional networking sites like LinkedIn cater to career-oriented networking and content sharing.
Thanks for clarifying, Maverick. Now let's uncover some do's and don'ts when it comes to starting social media promotions with a limited budget. Can you share some common mistakes that businesses should avoid, along with some key strategies they should implement?
The do's and don'ts of social media promotions. One mistake businesses often make is neglecting to define their target audience and objectives clearly. Without a clear understanding of who you're trying to reach and what you hope to achieve, your efforts are likely to fall flat. On the flip side, businesses should focus on providing value to their audience, engaging authentically, and being consistent with their messaging and branding. A great example of this is the Dollar Shave Club, which used humorous and relatable content to attract a loyal following and skyrocket to success.
Solid advice, Maverick. Now let's uncover the secret sauce of promoting social media effectively. What's the key to reaching a wider audience and increasing engagement on social platforms?
The secret sauce indeed. The key lies in understanding your audience and delivering content that resonates with them. Take the time to research their preferences, pain points, and behaviors, and tailor your messaging accordingly. Additionally, don't underestimate the power of visual content. Posts with images or videos tend to perform better than text-only posts, as they capture attention and convey messages more effectively. A prime example of this is Red Bull, which consistently produces visually stunning and adrenaline-pumping content that resonates with its audience of thrill seekers and adventure enthusiasts.
Excellent insights, Maverick. Now let's delve into some common mistakes in social media marketing. Can you share 5 blunders that businesses often make, along with some real-life examples?
The pitfalls of social media marketing. One common mistake is neglecting to engage with your audience. Social media is all about building relationships and fostering conversations, so it's crucial to respond to comments, messages, and mentions promptly. Another mistake is being overly promotional or salesy in your messaging. People don't want to be sold to. They want to be entertained, informed, or inspired. A prime example of this is McDonald's infamous #McDS Stories campaign, which quickly backfired when users began sharing negative stories and experiences instead of the positive ones the company had intended.
Wise words, Maverick. Now let's address some problems with social media strategy. What are some common challenges that businesses encounter and how can they overcome them?
The challenges of social media strategy. One common problem businesses face is a lack of consistency and follow-through. It's not enough to create a strategy. You also need to execute it consistently and measure your results to determine what's working and what's not. Another challenge is keeping up with the ever-changing landscape of social media. Platforms and algorithms are constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay informed about emerging trends and technologies and adapt your strategy accordingly.
Great insights, Maverick. Now let's talk about the best social media platforms for promotions. In your experience, which platforms tend to yield the best results and why?
The million-dollar question. The best social media platforms for promotions depend on your target audience, industry, and objectives. That being said, Facebook and Instagram are generally safe bets for businesses of all sizes, thanks to their massive user bases and robust advertising capabilities. However, don't overlook niche platforms like Pinterest or TikTok if they align with your brand and audience. A great example of this is Glossier, which has built a loyal following and generated significant buzz on Instagram by leveraging user-generated content and influencer partnerships.
Solid recommendations, Maverick. Now let's discuss who uses social media platforms. What demographics are most active on social media, and how can businesses effectively reach them?
The users. People of all ages, demographics, and interests use social media platforms, making them incredibly diverse and dynamic. To effectively reach them, businesses need to understand their target audience's behavior, preferences, and pain points. This involves conducting thorough market research and crafting tailored messaging that resonates with their needs and desires. A prime example of this is Nike, which has successfully targeted and engaged with its audience of athletes and fitness enthusiasts through inspiring and empowering content that aligns with its brand values.
Fascinating insights, Maverick. Now let's dive into the commonalities among successful social media promotions. What are some key factors that tend to contribute to their success?
The secrets of successful social media promotions. There are several commonalities among winning campaigns, including compelling storytelling, consistent branding, strategic use of visuals, and meaningful engagement with the audience. Additionally, successful promotions often tap into the emotions of their target audience, whether it's humor, nostalgia, or inspiration. A great example of this is Airbnb's #LiveThere campaign, which encouraged travelers to explore and experience destinations like a local rather than just a tourist.
Absolutely, Maverick. Now let's talk about some actionable tips for content marketing on social media. What are some strategies that businesses can implement to create engaging and shareable content?
The heart and soul of social media marketing. There are several tips and tricks businesses can use to create compelling content, but I'll highlight 4 key ones. First, know your audience inside and out and tailor your content to their preferences and interests. Second, focus on quality over quantity and strive to create content that adds value or entertains your audience. Third, leverage multimedia formats like videos, infographics, and GIFs to capture attention and tell your story visually. And finally, don't forget to optimize your content for mobile devices. A great example of this is Oreo's dunk-in-the-dark tweet during the Super Bowl blackout, which capitalized on a timely and unexpected moment to generate massive engagement and brand buzz.
Fantastic insights, Maverick. Finally, let's touch on the 3 V's of digital marketing. What do they stand for, and how do they relate to social media promotions?
The 3 V's: volume, velocity, and variety. These principles highlight the key characteristics of digital marketing in the age of social media. Volume refers to the sheer amount of content being produced and consumed online, making it crucial for businesses to cut through the noise and stand out. Velocity emphasizes the speed at which information spreads across social networks, requiring brands to be agile and responsive. And variety underscores the importance of diversifying your content strategy to keep your audience engaged and entertained. A great example of this is Coca-Cola, which has mastered the art of volume, velocity, and variety by consistently producing diverse and engaging content that resonates with its global audience.
Absolutely fascinating insights, Maverick. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today. And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next episode of Stereo Talks.